Hey folks, what's up? How's it going? How's your day been? How's your life? So, I guess as you can tell by the title of the video, I'm gonna be leaving kitchens. Actually, I've been building up to this for quite a while now. It's not really something that I just decided, spur of the moment, so I thought I'd just explain some of my thoughts on why I'm gonna be making this transition. And a bit of background first. I went to culinary school here in Vancouver about 5 years ago and started working in kitchens around the same time. And I've worked at quite a few different places within the city, and I think it's just time for me to find a new setting. I think the decision for me to leave restaurants has been pretty challenging to make because I really do love to cook, and I've always really had a passion for food and, giving somebody a dish that makes somebody happy. But I also really fell in love with service, and I fell in love with, the whole aspect of creating a nice experience for a guest. And being able to make something for your loved ones, like your friends or your family, can be really special as well. But I find that I haven't really had the opportunity to do that very much while working in kitchens. Most of the time that I have is spent, resting or recovering, or can even be doing research so that I can be more efficient at work. So I find that restaurants are requiring all this energy from you. And unfortunately, working in restaurants can require quite a bit of time. Oftentimes you're doing 10 to 12 to 14-hour days, not to mention you're working evenings and weekends, and that's like the prime time to hang out with some friends. So I find social life or hobbies can be kind of put on a back burner. For myself, I find I've put aside a lot of the things I really enjoy, whether that's playing basketball or hanging out with some friends or making friends. I find that kitchen kind of takes priority over that. And I find that if I want to be successful, or at least to a degree of, satisfaction in that career, I need to invest more time than what I'm willing. I love cooking. I'm not gonna stop cooking. I think that I'm still gonna try and stay connected within the restaurant industry as best as I can because, it can be a really great and fun environment to work in. And I don't want to just say don't work in kitchens, it's too much hard work, because it is hard work, but at the same time, a lot of it is really enjoyable. So I don't want to just be avoid the kitchen, boycotting restaurants, because that's just not my attitude at all towards it. And I think it's just more of a personal decision for myself and what I prioritize in my life. But also, I don't think I need to be doing 12-hour days anymore in order to love cooking. I feel like I'm going to be able to do that just through finding new cookbooks and chatting with chef friends and going out to eat at restaurants. And I think that the foundation that I have created from restaurants can help me learn pretty much anything as long as I put enough energy and time researching it. So I'm definitely going to continue cooking on my own time, and I'm going to be doing a lot more cooking at home, which I feel like is going to just really reignite that passion and curiosity to learn new things because I get to eat it all. And one of the hobbies that I've really been wanting to invest more time in is coffee. And over the past few months, I've been taking a deep dive into the fruit of coffee. It's not that big, it's probably a lot smaller than that. But there's a seed on the inside that you ferment and then roast and then you grind and then you pour water over, and it's delicious and caffeinating. And it makes me excited. It makes me feel like, I can have a better sustainable life that I can live. I can have more sustainable hours for a job. I don't have to lose any technicality of, work or anything like that. But I also get to have a connection with people. And it's just as equally a bean, fruit, roasted drink business as it is a people business. And that's something that I really just want to focus more time on, is my social skills and being able to, have time outside work with, people that I work with or people that I'm friends with who are in different industries. But also there's so much technicality and deep dives into coffee that I'm able to do. And it's just, it's such a specialization. I find that a lot of chefs, they find, I'm gonna do Italian food, or I'm gonna do Japanese food, or I'm gonna do Korean food, or any large list of restaurants that you can imagine. The chef probably is I'm gonna master that. For myself, I think coffee is the thing that I want to master. Maybe that means I'm not going to have a restaurant in the future. Maybe that means I'm not going to put chef in front of my name. And that's okay. I find that plans and dreams change naturally, regardless of what education I have. And maybe I went to culinary school, but I find that I'm able to still invest in something that is meaningful to me, regardless of what education I got. while it's not directly compatible, I think that I can take a lot of the things away from culinary school and put that towards this new career that I'm so passionate about. But that being said, I'm also gonna have more time to, invest more time into YouTube and invest more time into like playing basketball and going to the gym and living a healthier lifestyle. I'm excited for those things. I think that those are some things that I want to strive for and I want to, really be a part of. So I don't want to say this is the end of me cooking, but it's just the end of me in a restaurant for now. I mean, maybe I hate working in coffee after 2 years and then I want to go back to restaurants, and that's completely fine. And people change their minds and fluctuate, and that's just a part of growing as a person and figuring out what you're asking from this life. But for right now, I think I know that, working in a restaurant for me is not the most sustainable thing. But at the same time, there's a lot of things that you can't really change about restaurant. And I'm extremely grateful for the things that I've learned in restaurants. So yeah, I guess this is me embarking into a new field, a new specialty, but it's an easy transition for me. It's not like I'm going into tech and I'm going back to education. I'm just really excited to invest more in my hobbies. And speaking of hobbies, now is a great time for a big shout out to our sponsor today, Skillshare. Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of inspiring classes for creators. Whether you're into photography, making your music, watercolors, web design, the list goes on. Whatever you're into, they probably have a class for it. A class I find really interesting and valuable is Intro to DSLR Photography. Get confident and go manual. Whether you're looking to take professional photos or just capture the moment that's important to you and your family, they teach you how to find the right settings to get the perfect photos. Skillshare is specifically curated for learning, meaning there's no ads, they're constantly adding new classes, and it's 100% self-motivated so you can go at your own pace. And since we all have a good deal, the first 1,000 of you to click the link in the description will get a 1-month free trial to Skillshare. So you can start diving into those creative topics you've been wanting to learn about. Thank you Skillshare for sponsoring this video, and let's get back to the rest. And I think in conclusion for today's video, what I really wanted to say is I don't think the restaurant industry is a bad place to work. I don't think that it's, this awful demonized position of hell torture that I am leaving because, whatever reason. I actually really enjoy my time in restaurants. I really love, the environment of coming in, prepping, service, pack down, go home. I just find that it's extremely demanding, not just physically, but mentally and oftentimes just time demanding. And I just found coffee, so I'm like, yeah, let's give that a shot. So anyways, guys, that is the reason why I'm leaving the restaurant industry and moving on to the land of the bean. But anyways, guys, hope you enjoyed, and we will catch you guys next time. Peace.